All your questions can come on the comments column. Hey, Facebook, YouTube, thanks a lot for joining in. This is the Theme Deek Show, and the theme selected today is time management, right? Anything with regards to time management, you can ask me. Feel free to ask me whatever questions or doubts you have with that regards, and I will try my best to reply to you. Hi, Nainika. Hi, Ram2K2. Prasad, saying a long time. I come online quite often, so I think maybe it's the long time you actually signed up for my show, right? So thanks a lot for that. Ram, no need of any internal chattings. Please keep internal chatting out of these groups so that we respect each other in the best possible way and take it from there, right? So let's give a couple of minutes for people to join. Get your questions ready with regards to time management. Hi, Prathmesh. How are you doing? I hope everything is good. Prathmesh is one of the person who did an exclusive show with me on YouTube. As you know, the video conference which I do, where different people can be part of my show. So he just told hi to me on YouTube. That's really great. Ask me with regards to time management, your questions with regards to time management, right? So so this topic was basically selected by a couple of people during my last Theme Deek show. Hi, Prachi88. So that's the reason I picked this topic with regards to time management. I have no idea what doubts or questions you have. So anyways, I can talk about time if you want me to talk about it. Yeah, Pratmesh, it was a great experience altogether, especially me talking in Hindi was a very good experience. So let me talk about time management. You guys can get your questions ready, put it in the comments column, both Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere, and we can work it from there, right? So hi Bhumi, hi Rakshita, thanks a lot for joining in. Now let's talk about time management, right? So what I tell people about time is that time is one thing which is obviously constant. The change of time. Time keeps ticking and ticking and ticking. No one can stop it. No one can control it. No one can change it or deviate it. Every second starts ticking and it keeps on ticking regardless of you do it or not. So for example, if I just stay quiet for 1 minute, sorry, no, 1 minute is too long. If I just stay quiet for 1 second, right, which is 1 second, I didn't do anything on that 1 second, I wasted that 1 second, right? So what you got to be very careful that on a longer run, sometimes if you don't utilize your time very well, you tend to lose that time, and once it goes, it's never going to come back, right? Many people ask me this. Okay, there's more questions coming in, so I think I will go on to the questions first. Rakshita is asking a question. How do you maintain a daily routine with a positive attitude? Now, there's many people, many different types of people who have different routines, different ways of doing with stuff. But I slightly work on a different angle. I mainly do what is the most important thing for me, and I keep doing the most important thing so that at the end of the day, my important things gets completed. For example, if I have an exam tomorrow, I would only study, I would study the whole day, one day before the exams, right? But then if I have exams after 1 year, and then I have a job which is most important for my parents, I would do that first. So when you wake up, what is the most important thing and the most urgent thing which you need to finish? Have that drive, automatically you will complete more and you will be in a more performance level. So I always tell people, rather than having a daily routine, it's much more better for you to have a project-based approach, not time-based. Everyone wants to make a timetable. I'm a person who doesn't believe in the concept of having timetables. I am more revolved around having a project-based approach, which means I have to get this done today. I'm only going to do it and then going to sleep. right? I have this project. For example, let me give you more example on what I mean by a project management approach. So you have 5 projects to finish, and you have 5 days to finish 5 projects. Let's see chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and chapter 5. These are the 5 chapters which you want to finish. If these are the 5 chapters which you want to finish, what happens there is you do chapter 1 first. You do chapter 2 the second day. Chapter 3, your mom has to go to a hospital, or you have a great party which your parents are forcing you to come. So what you need to do is that you will most probably say, no, I don't want to go to the party. I'm going to do whatever I want to do because my studies is most important. You're going to do that. But half the time when you study, you're going to think of the party because all your family is enjoying the party. You are sitting home and studying. So 99%, 50% of time is going to get wasted anyways. So what I would say, go for the party, enjoy the party to the maximum, come tomorrow, do 2 projects. So chapter 1, chapter 2, no chapter, chapter 3, chapter 4, and chapter 5. You can also do that way, which means you'll be much more positive. Your attitude towards that schedule will be much more comfortable. And that is how you got to plan. Things will change, situations will change. As I said, the governments will change, the people will change, your teachers are going to bring new rules, your colleges will change, your parents will give you new instructions, crisis might happen, many things will happen with time. And if you're not ready for that, you become very rigid to your plan, you're going to lose a lot of battles at the end, right? So make sure you get that very, very clear. Hi, Mohammed Aslam on YouTube. Hi, Sagar on YouTube. Thanks a lot for that. Janay Ganavari. I'm very bad at pronouncing names. So his question is, how can you manage time in exam? Okay. During exams, if you're writing your paper, what I normally tell, if you have 10 questions and you have, 1 hour to do it. So what you need to do is that each questions have a separate level of weightage. Weightage means first 2 questions will be 2 marks, next question will be 5 marks, the next question will be 10 marks, and somewhere around that. So the point what you got to do is that I normally tell people managing time is write the answers which you know very, very well first. I don't know, some people have the flexibility in some of the exams to write what you like the most and then go to the other questions. As long as the question numbers are done correctly, that is okay. If that is the option you have, do the most easiest and the most comfortable question first. The other thing what happens is that once you start doing that, you build up confidence with time, you build up your comfort with the paper with time, and that makes you easily manage with time. That's one part. Once the first time you get the question paper, what you need to do is that split. I don't know if you can write on your question paper. Some people can, some people can't write on the question paper because different schools have different rules. Or else you have a rough sheet. Once you get the question paper, write down 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever time you're going to spend for each of that question. If you can't complete it, so for example, 1 mark question, you have 5 minutes you keep yourself 5 minutes to answer. You think about it, you plan it, you start writing. If it exceeds 5 minutes and you still think that you can write more, leave that gap and go to the next question. Leave that gap and go to the next question. And that is how you got to manage your time. And then try to save time on the other questions and then come back to the question and complete it. Or you should have a strategic plan. This is most important. This is the high value marks. So I will give another additional 5 minutes for this so that I can finish it completely and then go to the next question. So these are the small ways of managing time during exams. I hope, so Janay, I've answered your question with that regards to the, clarity. Swati, how do you know what you're doing is good use of your time? Very good question. That's a very interesting question too. Swati, that was a great question. So how do you know so at the end of the day, whatever you're doing in your life should bring growth. to 5 aspects of life: relationship, education, health, finance, and love. If you are doing all these things, so for example, you're watching TV. Okay, let's make the most complicated and make it a little more interesting. You are watching a movie. When you watch a movie, first questions you got to ask: does it improve my relationship? Does it improve my education? Does it improve my health? Does it improve my finance? Does it improve my love? If it's not, it's all a waste of time. I hope you got it very, very clear. It's a very difficult thing to do. I'm not saying it's not easy to do. It's very, very difficult to stay on the positive side of things. But what you got to understand here is that if the good use of time is your self-growth, which revolves around 5 aspects. If you utilize those 5 aspects in that growth, everything what you do is the good value of time. If not, you're wasting your time at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, many people get entertainment in other people's stuff and they tend to lose their true entertainment which they're going to get. Pratmesh is asking me to take his question. Pratmesh is asking what to do, as when we have good time, it goes fast, and bad time, it goes slow. Okay, Pratmesh, that's a very interesting question. Hi, Priyanka on YouTube. Thanks a lot for joining in. That's a very, very interesting question. So let me give a reply to with that regards. Everything basically takes the same time. Every day has 24 hours. Every day has whatever minutes, and whatever years in this world. So it's not good time going fast and bad time going slow. It's basically you are holding on to good time for a short term in your mind. You're holding on the bad time for a long term in your mind. The time is the same. It is you keep it longer with you. Because what happens is when good things are happening, next the bad. So at the end, if you really look at life, you'll have good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. But then if you start seeing bad is something life trying to teach me, it becomes good, 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 good. But the point here is that why good goes faster? Because when you do sometimes good, you tend to do something wrong and the negativity will hit you. The hit can hurt. And the hurt, like for example, if you cut your hand due to some reason, for the healing to be cut, it takes time. But then if you are never cut, there is no problem. It's all positive. But when the cut comes, the healing takes time. And it's at the level of what wrong you have done, the longer the healing is going to take. So my first place is do good things when you have your good time. So that when your bad time comes, the karma of your good time covers up the bad time. I hope that thing is clearly understood. I hope I've answered the question. Hi, Subham on Facebook. Thanks a lot for joining in. I'm going back to Instagram. Hi, Kilta. Hi, Amraj. Yo or Bantai. I'm doing very positive. Selva, I've already talked about how to manage time in exam just a few minutes ago. I hope you got the answer for that. Hi, Deepa Mishra. Hi, Ranjit. Hi, Yashdeep. Okay, Rakshita got the answer. All thanks to God. Only on time management. Hi, Ramgiri. Prachi, I'm talking about time management only. If there's any other topics you want me to do tomorrow, we'll discuss at the end of the show which topic do I pick tomorrow. Pratmesh, I hope I've answered your question. Right? So, yeah, how to motivate yourself throughout the day, how to increase people's skills. Guys, these are all not questions with regards to, okay. Swati asks the next question. How do you know when you do? Oh, I already talked about it. Time management for UPSC preparation, guys, there's a lot of things you have to understand when you're looking for any competitive exam. Many people tell me they study for 16 hours, 18 hours, long hours. But my question to all of them, especially even UPSC preparation students, you do a lot of stuffs, but how much are you really keeping in your memory? That's point number one. The second thing is how much are you really understanding? And the third one is, are you really seriously studying 16 hours or not? Most people can't study 16 hours continuously. It's impossible. You are taking the required breaks. You are thinking of your film stars, news, celebrities, parties. You're all thinking of that. So technically, when people say that they're studying 16 hours, They are not actually studying 16 hours. They have this fantasy of saying that they study for 16 hours, but technically, no one can fully sit at one fun. Or else you should be a very blessed person with no distraction, very happy life. You can get that 16 hours, but at the end of the day, continuous 16 hours don't work. So don't go into this fantasy and make this 16-hour plans, because I see a lot of people coming and telling me, oh, 16 hours, how do you study for 16 hours? I was like, seriously, can you really study 16 hours continuously, non-stop, non-break? It's not possible. Okay, next thing is you need to have that certain breaks which is needed for your mind. Some people can grasp one chapter in 1 hour. Some people can grasp one chapter in half an hour. So it depends on each person's capacity. So different people have to send different level of timing based on your understanding. Some people are comfortable in Hindi language. Some people are comfortable in English language. So if you can get more content through English, take it through English. If you get more content in Hindi, take it through Hindi. You save a lot of time because the processing becomes faster. So you should be very careful as to how you're using your time. Make sure you have the right people to support you during that time too. Sometimes people tend to do very, very tough things and they waste a lot of time going through the tough thing. Yes, you have a tough thing. Split it up. As the saying goes, if you want to eat an elephant, you need to cut it into small, small pieces, and the most smallest pieces which you can digest, and then do it. So whatever your exams you're trying for, split that big elephant into small, small, small parts. And if, as I said, if you can't do the first part, drop it, go to the second part. Do the second part, drop it. Or if you can complete it, complete it. And that's how you got to manage it. Hi, Swapna. Thanks a lot for joining in. Swati asked the question in the question section. Guys, ask me into the comments column. I'm more revolving around that. How to make time studying when you're living with a kid. Okay, you got to close the door. That's the only option, because somewhere around kids do get involved into you too much. Like now I have locked my door for this 1 hour, because I know if he hears my voice, my kid is going to start running here and he'll be here talking with you people. So sometimes, oops, I don't know what happens. My Instagram just kicks me out. I have no idea why that happens. There's some problem. Just a second, guys. Okay. Instagram, I don't know why. I really don't know why. Due to some reason, I get kicked out. I'm really feeling bad for people who come back to my Instagram. So guys, if you miss my show, come on to YouTube, come on to Facebook, and you can see my complete show without any break. I really don't know. Sorry, guys. Instagram just suddenly just kicked me out of the live show. I really don't know. Is it with time? No, I think it's not time. I think they just kicked me out because something is wrong. I don't know what's wrong. So anyways, guys, you're back. I've lost all the questions. I've lost all your comments. I'm very sorry for that. But Instagram, due to some reason, just crashed. I really don't know why Instagram crashed, right? So now I don't have any questions. Interesting. Right? So guys, whoever missed my first part, in future, whoever's going to refer to this video, go to my YouTube and Facebook. That's much more visually better. I look better also. The background is also much more better. So yeah, please ask your questions once again if you don't mind, and I will answer. Go back to YouTube. Rockstar asks this question: how to continuously be and think positive? Because I keep acting positive in every situation for 2 days, and third day I'm forgetting, and fifth day again I remember, I act positively. It takes time, Rockstar. It's not that at one fine day you just click the button and you become positive. It doesn't work out that way. You keep taking it. So for example, first 2 days you have become positive. Third and the fourth day you became slightly, you forget about it. Then the hit will come. Fifth day you get active again. So slowly, this 2 days gap, you need to make it 1 day gap, and then slowly close the complete gap. It's not suddenly easy to just be positive, right? So because you're on a longer run, you've constantly seen yourself in that negative point of view. When you're moving to positive, the negative will come and hits you once in a while. So that's okay. You're in the right direction. Just keep going what you're doing. Hi, Ashmita. Thanks a lot for joining on YouTube. Okay. Guys, please ask me on the comments column. That is much more better. But still, people are asking in the questions section. I got to respect that. How much time to spend one's own self and work you need to complete per day? Normally what I tell people is split your calendar, right? Based on how do you want me to split it? See, different people have a different split. But normally I would say whatever time you have available, split it into 4, right? So you have a day. So the question here by Hush Early Dawn is, how do you perfectly balance a day? So basically split it into 4, right? One is on yourself. So you have 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 1 8, 24, right? So four sections of 8 hours, right? So what you have to do is once you have this split, if you want, you can go 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, and make it 8 4 hours, so that it makes it a better split. But in general, if you cut it into 4, you got to do 8 hours of sleep. That's a normal thing for everyone. 8 hours for your work. Work means studies, or your office work, or whatever. Basically, your commitment to make funds or to make money or whatever. So which can be work or your studies or your school or whatever it is. The next thing is 8 hours for your own self, which means your growth, reading good stuff, exposing you to good knowledge, and working it from that point. And the last part is basically helping your friends, helping your family, serving the other world. Now, at a very early age, it is very difficult for you to thinking about serving the world much. So what you need to do is you should cut into serving in this world and see if you can add more on your self-growth and add more on your work and your education side of things. That's how you simply split the day. Now see how much of quality time you have when you start splitting it from this point of view. Again, split the day into 4 and from there, work it up from that. Satyanarayana says, good evening, sir. It's my birthday. Positive happy birthday to you, Satyanarayana. I hope you understand positivity much more better since it's your birthday today. Next question is from Deepa Mishra. How to spend one should spend on social media? You can spend as much as time you want on social media, provided it gives you personal growth. I hope that is very, very clear. Hush, I hope I've answered your question. Guys, please don't ask me in the question section. Ask on the comments column. Anyways, comments now. And again, I'm going to get mixed up. That's where the problem is. I tend to get mixed up when I'm doing question answers and all that, right? So, okay. So, Rajat is saying, I messaged you, join the group, but you couldn't join me. Raj, I will have a look at it. You also want me to do a video conference with you. Yes, I've kept a note of it. There were so many things going on. That's the reason I couldn't respond back to you. Right. Rockstar says, I really like the concept of splitting a day. It's really a great idea. Yeah, it's simple, right? And don't complicate it unnecessarily. So Deepa, I did reply to you. How much time to spend on social media? Spend as much as you want, provided there's growth. 5 aspects: relationship, education, health, finance, and love. As long as you're growing in that 5 aspects, spend how much of a time you want on social media. But growth. I should be gaining when I'm getting in social media. I should learn something I should know about my health when I'm all good. No issues at all. Enjoy it, but make sure you grow with the process. Follow the people who's most important for you. Follow the people who gives you good mental strength. Follow the people who teaches you more about your health. Follow people who teaches you more about love. How to love yourself, how to love your God or whatever it is you believe in, right? Kamraj, how to focus on things for a long time. Like I have to study hard for the next 5 years. Now, that itself, you can never focus on. You yourself is thinking that you have to study hard for the next 5 years. That itself brings out unnecessary panic in your heart at the end. So what you need to do here is why am I studying? I keep telling people, if you want to focus on something, you should know why I'm doing this. After 5 years, what are you going to get? Focus on that. You should know when you're going to get the mango, so that you target and throw the stones accordingly, so you get the mango. So you need to work it up from that point of view, and stop saying that studying is hard. If you say that I'll do a lot of study hard for the next 5 years, you are going and telling I have this mountain to climb which is very hard for me. Indirectly, you are demotivating yourself. Split that hardness within 5 years. You have 365 days into 5. That is a very big number which you can split into it, right? Did I? Oh, sorry. I made a mistake here. Sorry, guys. I think I got confused here on splitting time. Right? It's just my mathematics gone wrong. It is 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, and 6 hours, not 8 hours and 8 hours. I was just splitting it, but I got it wrong. I'm very sorry for that. It is 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, and 6 hours. I don't know from where I got this 8 hours from, right? Yes, 8 into 4 is I just missed. It's 666. Yeah. So suddenly when people ask, you just have to calculate the whole thing, and sometimes you may make a mistake. So it's, guys, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, and that's how you got to split it, and not 8. I hope I've clarified that. Thanks a lot, Hush, for reminding and correcting my mistakes. And there's one more person. Numan, thanks a lot for correcting me there. Okay, Amrita is asking, we can't make ourselves positive unless we convince about the reality and over the negativity, but because the real problem exists. Yes, that is 100% true. The Rockstar is saying, I understood that, sir, while you were saying. Okay, perfect. As long as you understood it, great. Thanks a lot, Rockstar, for asking this question and giving this reply. Right? As you know, as humans, we all make mistakes. It's okay. You can always say, sorry, I made this mistake. This is the correction I need to make. See, many people have this feeling when we say sorry, you think low about yourself. When you make mistakes, you just keep the mistake with you. If you make a mistake, openly say you made a mistake and clear it off, right? It makes it more easy for the other person to understand you, rather than, no, I justified it. It's not 8, it's actually 8. Or I can justify it. Many people, when they do mistakes, it's the biggest dumbness which they do is try to justify it again and again, saying that they're still right. Guys, as humans, we make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes, but make sure you don't repeat it again, right? So Amrita, I hope I've answered with that regards. Thanks a lot for all the highs. Bhuvaneshwari, thanks a lot. Hashin, early dawn, I hope you got the answer. Thanks a lot for that. Raj, I clarified on that 32-hour stuff. Mudid says, you feel very good. Listen, all thanks to God for that. Okay, so what to do when some people follow us and we don't really feel like giving back? What to do when some people talk to us and we really don't feel like giving back? Don't give. Who's telling you're not compulsory to give? Amrita, I've corrected my mistakes. Sorry for that. Kholneet, any important advice in memory related things? I really don't know what you're asking there. So baby girl is asking how to count down yourself. Count down yourself. I really don't know what does that mean. Calm down yourself. Calm down yourself. Calm down yourself. I think you're meaning calm down. Guys, I'm only talking about time management, so please ask with regards to time. But if they keep on doing mistakes, apologize all the time. You give them one chance, you give them 2 chances, 3rd chance, they're still keeping the mistake. You don't need to have any relationship with them. That's what I say, excluding to your family members. If it's other friends, if they're not understanding or they don't value your time, get out of it. It's not compulsory. You got to do it from that. But winners don't do things differently. They do things differently. This is told by someone who I know very well. Anyways, so let me go to the questions. Sania is asking, I'm always make my weekly schedule, but I'm unable to follow it every time. You can't follow it. No timetable can be followed every time. Different situations will change with time, and that times will change with whatever situation it is. I'm telling you, one day before the exam, everyone will have the power to study for 8-9 hours continuously. But 1 month before, you will never have the power to 8 hours to study. You will just study for 4 hours only. That is human nature. Some people, only when the pressure comes, they're going to perform. If you are some kind of that person, let the pressure come and then you perform. But make sure you're not compromising on your performance because of you delaying the stuff. So, instead of making weekly schedules, as I told before, this is not there in the previous talk, plan based on projects. Today, I'm going to finish A, B, and C. I'm only going to finish A, B, and C and go to sleep. Tomorrow, I'm going to finish, X, Y, Z, and only then I'm going to go to sleep. Make schedules like that. I'm only going to finish and go to sleep. I'm only going to do this, and then only I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to struggle and finish it, and then only I'll go to sleep. Start doing this every day. The day you wake up, I'll tell you, you will be a much more better performing person. I hope, Sania, I have answered the question. How to manage time as I get bored in lockdown? Why is that people getting bored in lockdown? There is so much things to learn in this world, guys. Bored means you are, somewhere you're trying to justify and play the victim card for COVID. That's when you say, I get bored. So Unisha, what you need to do is that find interesting things to do. Everyone have something interesting to do, or read something, learn something, go into art, go into business, make a business plan, or talk with your friends and see what you can do, or come live and talk to people, right? So I hope I have answered that question with that. Boring is just an excuse from that. What's this question? Hi, how are you, sir? Happy to hear from you. All thanks to God for that. Sir, tell about your time management during my busy schedule. So it's horrible. If I tell you some of my schedules, you will think that I'm crazy, right? Because for me, as I said, I go based on performance point of view. So normally, today, what time do I woke up? I woke around 6:30ish, right? And then I got up, did my initial stuff, started seeing what I need to post. I started posting content. I put a new video on YouTube. I put a post on Instagram, started sharing that, started sharing on my WhatsApp. Then my wife needed to go outside. So 9 o'clock, I went outside for a couple of purchasing stuff. So we came back around, I think we went for quite a long far away distance because we need to get some specific stuff. So I did that. And around 2 o'clock, I came here, ran and started posting about this session and worked that session out. And I'm live in front of you. After this, I think again, I have to go out because the trip was not well done. So we need to cover up some more things. So again, I'm going to go out, get the job done, and going to come back. So for me, it's more revolved on. Now, if I tell you the most craziest schedule I have done complete sessions. I get up early in the morning. I went to a corporate, and my first session was from 10 to 12. After that, I had a lunch break and then had a meeting with their CEO. They want to have a further discussion on the business and how to make it positive. That went for 1 hour, and he was impressed with that. Then he told me, can you do a session for our evening sessions? So 4 to 6, I did another session. After that, further kids has more other doubts, and they told them, can you stay and do a late night session? So the next session was from 12 to 2. After doing this session, I had to go to my hotel, which is around 1 hour distance from that place. I think it was in Bangalore. So I went there after I slept, and tomorrow morning I had to go to college to do a 3-hour session. So I have done crazy sessions also, but the point here is that I go based on what is most important for me right now. My most important thing right now is to talk to you people. I will only do this and think of anything else. After this, I know I have to go with my family outside. Go and do that, right? So that's how I do it. And my schedule is so, see, I work as a region sales manager. Many people ask me, what's my job? I work as a region sales manager for Middle East and South Asia. That's my actual job. I'm working for that. I have At my home, we don't have any helper, any worker, or any kind of that sort. It's just me, my wife, and my baby. And when baby is there, how messy it gets and how complicated life gets. You have to satisfy him the best possible way. I come and do these live sessions. We don't have anyone. We just have one or two people who translate our stuffs on different languages, but every other content and some of graphics are being created, some of my one person. Every other posting, I reply to every single message, every single comment, every single thing. So we have a WhatsApp group with almost 13,000 people. And when they know about me, obviously from there, every day, I get 5 people messaging. I try my best to reply to them. Everyone who has messaged me will get a hi from me within 1 week or 2 weeks time. Because my belief is you have taken the effort to send hi to me. I have to respect that and reply back to you. That's my intention. If someone has taken the hard work to comment on any of my posts, it's my duty to recognize that comment, and you will see me replying to. And you don't know, every reply takes time. On every post, I get 20 comments to 30 comments. And when I reply, that's another 50 comments altogether. So that's how you manage time. Keep doing what I do in simple terms. Wake up, do what is the most important thing at that second, and keep doing it. Now I'll tell you the most craziest session which I have done. I went to Hyderabad. I don't know if you heard of Narayana IAS Academy. They have 5 campuses, different batches, intermediate, middle, and they have the senior students. So they called me for 5 days. Morning session, evening session, morning session, evening session. I've been constantly talking for the 5 days for almost 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. And after that, kids will come with a personal question. So what I do is I go to the college, I do the session for 3 hours. After that, have a lunch break, have another 3 hour session. Then evening after that, for 3 hours, kids will want to talk personally from that. Shyam Kumar. Yeah, Shyam Kumar is from that college. Great. So you have a person who's from Narayana IAS Academy, who has been a part of my sessions. So Shyam is there. He's from that college. So that's good. So it's not about how busy you are. It's about how committed you are. I've worked and studied since the age of 18. I have worked, studied, right? So that's a different time management altogether, but it's based on your bigger picture. Many people say you're just struggling with your life. I said, I became a manager at the age of 30, where the whole classified says you can only be a manager at the age of 50. I just doubled the process. So I worked and studied at the age of 18 and worked from that point. How do I manage time? What is most important? If I have an exam, I will tell my boss, I have an exam, so I need to focus on this. So he will give me that free time. But after that, once my exam is done, studies kept aside, my work gets more priority, and I double perform, so the bosses recognize it. So it's all that balance of what's most important and keep doing what's most important and only then go to sleep. I'm telling you, you can achieve greatness regardless of whatever you are, right? I hope I have very, very clarified as to how you actually have to manage time in the best possible way. Next question, how to manage deadlines. Okay, very good question. Let me tell you how to manage deadlines. When you talk about deadlines, you are committed with the time. Never ever overpromise deadlines. Many people tell, when you can really know that you can only do it in 10 days, just for the satisfaction of the customer or just the satisfaction of certain people, you will say, no, for you, I will do it in 8 days. So indirectly, you are just promising unnecessary deadlines, which actually works against you with time. So make sure you don't give false deadlines. Biggest mistake on most of the people is they give false deadlines. So whenever you're giving deadlines, I'd always say increase the deadlines and give, which means if you're promising your customer or your teacher or your colleague, whatever you're doing, if you think that you can do in 10 days, make sure you tell them 15 days and do it in 10 days. They'll be much more happier. So the secret of managing deadlines is give a higher number, do it lower, you look good, and they also look good in front of the other people who's going to share. That's point number one. Second thing is don't leave everything to the last minute. When you leave things to the last minute, chances are you'll make mistakes. Chances are you'll take unnecessary stress. Chances are you will unnecessarily start building up these things on a longer picture, which is going to hit you back with time. So when you have a deadline, try to meet it because you've given a word. Your word is very powerful, so make sure you mean that. The next thing what you got to do, if you can't meet your deadline, earlier you come to know that you can't meet your deadline, go and talk to your bosses or people that this is not possible and try to see if you can get an extension. Don't leave 1 hour before, 1 minute before to tell the person I need a deadline. I hope, Swati, I've given you a few points with that regards. Okay, so what's further questions? So tomorrow, tell about finance is low, but job is important or studies is important. Job first and do both studies and job. There's no problem. So tomorrow, tell about finance. I talked about finance yesterday, last time, money management. No one asked me this good question at that time. Guys, many people ask me to take a certain topic, but you never ask me the right questions. If you don't ask me the right question, you work it out. Teju is asking, sir, how to overcome fear in exams? I've already talked about it. You have to split the time, exam time, right? Your fear of exam time. So when you get the question paper, split it equally with a certain time and put number of minutes I'm going to give. And put a big line. When it's half an hour, you've touched half the time, put a big line. Am I crossing it? And then work it out. Teju, you can go back onto my YouTube. The first part of Instagram got lost due to some reason. Instagram just kicked me out. On my YouTube, I'm giving a very clear picture of how to manage time during exams. So make sure you go have a look at it. Let me go back on the comments column now. Oops. Okay. Let me go back on the comments column. How do you manage your time? I always feel good to listen to you. I've seen that. Okay. I have my final exams in December and now I'm panicking so badly that what if I just fail because I'm not prepared well for the exam? Your exams are in December. Why do you think that you're not prepared well? Go and prepare well if you're not. It's simple as that. Guys, if you study 70%, 30% of fear is always going to be there. So make sure you do that. Son of Kamraj. Oh, son of Kamraj is here. Positive evening to you. I am a sprinter. Any help to motivate me? I don't want to talk. See, I'm an athlete. I was a sprinter too. I have the 100 meter. I was actually the state champion in the Middle East for all India schools, all Indian schools. So, Albert, I don't know. There is a talk on my running lives and all that in my YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did it for a session. Message me. I'll send you the link and I will tell you how it all talks about athletics and it all talks about, how to be a better athlete, what my athlete career was, how I figured out life and the motivation which I took. Right? So how to know our time limit? There's no time limit for anyone. It depends on whatever you want to do at the end, right? Rehan is asking, sir, actually I have an important presentation last week. I was really prepared, but my anxiety problem made it worse. Now it's like, I don't know how I'm going to take a presentation. I need help. Rehna, I really don't know what your presentation is about. I really don't know what you're actually looking for. Can you just message me separately so we can have a separate discussion, or go and have a look at my YouTube video on public speaking of how you can be a better person in speaking. Divya Jyoti, are you a motivator or a counselor? I'm none. I'm not a motivator. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm nothing of this sort. I'm just a simple person trying to spread positivity and making people understand the importance of positivity, clearing the people's doubt, and that is it. Nothing else. Meet me once, clear all your doubts. Talk to me once, clear all your doubts, and then forget me. That's what I tell people, right? I'm not going to talk about, I think tomorrow's session, I think I need to take the topic motivation. Guys, before I quickly go, what's the next topic you want me to talk about? Pick some topics. So I start picking that, and then I'll go back to the questions here. So how much time a student preparing for competitive sleep? 8 hours on an average. Some people can do with 6, but then only you can tell me how much sleep you actually need. At the end of the day, if you oversleep also you get tired. If you sleep less also you get tired. There's a balance for each person to wake up. Find that balance. You will crack it in whichever way you want. So how's your view on person waking up at 4 a.m. sleeping at 9:30? Great. What's the big problem? There's 9:30. 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. Perfect. 7 hours of sleep. I don't think there's any issues. For me, get on to the time which is most important for you. Different people at different times to wake up. So Yash is saying motivation. Tomorrow's topic. Guys, tomorrow's topic. Let me just go back to tomorrow's topics and we'll confirm that. And then psychology. Oh, I don't want to talk about psychology. It's a very Divya's a psychology of students. I've done my MSc in business psychology, so that's my education from my point. So what's tomorrow's topic? Divya says human behavior. Yash says motivation, time management, motivation. So 2 motivations. Or continue with time management. Let me know. You will say time management again. I can continue with time management, right? So guys, next tomorrow's topic, tomorrow 5:30's topic, and then I will come back so that I have a thing. Media, you want me to talk about media? I still have only 1 vote for motivation. People are saying continue with time management, value of time, 2 motivation and time management. Motivation 2, time management 2. I need more votes. 4 time management, 3 time management. Time management gets 3 votes. I think it'll continue time management also tomorrow, right? Marva is saying, please, after answering my question, I'll answer. Human behavior, motivation, 3, 4 motivation. Oh my God, motivation is superseding. Motivation is coming more now. 5 motivation and 4 time management. Done? Motivation, time management, time management. Oh God, time management has increased. So what I will do is, let me pick time management also tomorrow, and the next week we can talk about motivation. Again, time management is winning. Subham says time management, Harsh says time management, Rahul says time management, Deepa Mishra says time management, everyone is saying time management. Okay, so we will continue time management tomorrow also, but make sure you come and ask me questions with regards to time management. And next week, we will talk about motivation. Sauraj, financial management, I've already talked about money management last week. Have a look at those videos. If nothing is not working out, send me and we can discuss. So let me continue with time management for another 10 more minutes, and then I will be coming down to meet you guys tomorrow, right? Okay, let me go back to the questions which people have. Guys, time management 1, so that's really great. Tomorrow we will continue with time management. Okay, so I'm just going to go back up a little bit, and if I missed your question, feel free to ask me again. I don't talk among yourself. I really don't entertain that. Managing time between job and studies. I've done that since the age of 18. Until now, I'm working and not studying now, but working and spreading the message of positivity. Always remember something. As I said, do the thing what is most important. When you have exams, studies is important. When you have work and a project, that project becomes important. That is how you got to balance the whole thing. Never compare. Most people, biggest problem who's working and studying, you tend to compare your life with people who are only studying and who's only working. Stop that comparison. You're on the right track, right? So as I said, most important thing first. Your marks will be always lesser than everyone who's studying at the end of the day, right? Ram is saying, please take energy drink. I don't believe in any of these shortcut methods to get energy. Guys, one thing, please make sure there's a lot of energy drink. There's a lot of, protein drinks. There's a lot of various other things which is there in this world. My personal suggestion, try your best to eat as much as natural things you can. That gives you much more energy than anything else. All these energy drinks are processed, and when it's processed, it has a lot of chemicals. Whichever energy drink you take, make sure you go behind and look at the ingredients of what it is. make sure whatever it is, most of the energy drinks have chemicals in it. So it's your call if you want to drink it. I don't want to make you a very good person very quick. So it's not about taking the energy drink outside. Go and have a very good nuts in your hand. You will get automatically all the energy what you want from an energy drink. I hope I've answered the question. Marwa Riaza is asking, sir, I want to have many skills, karate, Python language, studies, more help to handle, achieve passionate waiting. Why do you want so many skills? Karate is a physical skill, that's same like gym or physical stuff. So that's that side of thing. Python language is more of computers. Go ahead and do it. That's your job or job related stuff. Studies, you also have time for it. I don't think what's the problem. 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. I told you how to manage time, right? 6 hours for yourself, 6 hours for sleep, 6 hours for your work or whatever it is, and 6 hours for, what was that? I forgot now. Guys, remind me, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, right? 6 hours of sleep, 6 hours your duty, which is your work and your studies. So that's where your studies falls in. 6 hours on yourself. Karate, you won't do 6 hours. Your Python language, which is your interest, karate, do that. And 6 hours, go help your parents, go help your friends, go help other people if you want to. If you do, I don't know what age group you are right now. If your age group is still in the studies level where you can't help people, transfer the 6 hours and balance between this both. You're good to go. Right? So, yeah. Okay, so all this motivation, all the votes I got. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about time management. Chanu is asking, so Marwa, I've answered your question. I'm 10 plus. Can I do online business? I have knowledge about it, but I want to know, are your opinions sit? I feel you as a brother. Go ahead and do anything what you can do, provided it doesn't affect your studies. Guys, after studies, you have a lot of free time. You have holidays, you have festival holidays, you have various other holidays coming in. Experiment. Online business. Go into it. Make sure you don't put a lot of money into it, but go into it. Experience life. The more you try, the more you grow. The more you experiment, the more you grow. It is because I worked and studied together. That's why I've fastened my success in life. Right? So I hope I've answered the question, Chanu. Don't take me as a brother and see it from that point of view. Some people have started to call me bad words. Good for them. If they're happy calling and gives them the satisfaction, go ahead and do it. Right? So just ignore it. But if you have bad feelings, I can delete it out. For me, it doesn't make any big difference. Rahul is asking, what's the ideal meaning of managing time? That's a very good question. In one word, or in a couple of sentences on managing time is to leave time to tick. But every tick, I'm going to do my best for the world and myself. That is the best way of managing time. Keep doing the most important thing first and keep doing it until you go and sleep. Right? So, okay, I got a comment to remove. So sorry, devil, I have to remove you. People have started commenting. So I don't want people to comment. So the reason to do will give you the energy. Yes, energy for me, I believe in whatever actions I take energy back from there and with time, right? Divya Jyoti is saying energy drink is better than self-motivation. I doubt so. Guys, when you talk about energy drink, it is just a temporary boost to your body with whatever chemicals or whatever things is there. It's there. It's in the energy drink. It's temporary. Go and do a good run. Go and do a good exercise. Automatically, energy will work out in the right way. Eat the right food. Eat more fresh food. Eat more natural food. Automatically, your body will start working fine, right? That's it, guys. I think I'm coming close to time to finish. 6 hours for personality development. Yes, that's what I meant to say, working on yourself. Overthinking slowly kills your inner self, right? Yes, 100%. Overthink, anything what you do over will kill you with time. Over love, overthinking, over attachment, overdoing, over helping, over service. Everything what is over is going to destroy you with time. Sahil is saying we are on holidays since March. It's not holidays. The time which you can self-grow. That is what this time is given to you, right? Guys, I can't read Arabic. Whoever's messaging me on Arabic with my messages, I don't know how people in Arabic came to know about me, but that's what it is. Divya is saying, give me motivation ideas. I will talk next week on motivation. So feel free to do it, right? Please join your English group. Raj, I will send you the response, right? It's abusing in Arabic. Okay, then I will delete that also. Thanks a lot. Okay, it's all clear. Okay, it's all clear. All thanks a lot for all the bad words. It sounds very good to me at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm happy with everyone removed, right? I hope I didn't remove any wrong people in the process. So that's it. All clear, chat. Monica, not on guilty. I'm only talking about time management on my. You can ask me this question, the Ask Me Deek, which I do every Monday, right? So yeah, I think I've answered most of the questions on the question section. So that's it, guys. Coming close to time. I hope you have enjoyed the show. I hope it's all based on time management. Tomorrow, same time, 5:30, I'm going to come and talk more about time management. Get your questions ready. Get your scenarios ready. You want to be part of my WhatsApp group, please message me on 00971 562 996 446. That's my number. If you want to 00971 562 996 446. Thanks a lot. DASLYN. Good to know you guys enjoyed the show. As you know, I'm doing all this show for you people. That is it. Nothing for me. I don't want anything also from you people. Guys, get the answers about life and figure it out, right? Thank you for all the thank yous. It means a lot that, at least I'm giving you people some kind of some meaning towards the positive side of things. That's only my objective. And whatever you learned from me, make sure you share it to the world in your name or my name. Doesn't make any difference. Keep sharing positivity. If you have some positive content with you, share it. If you have something negative, delete it. If you keep doing that, I'm telling you, positivity is very, very close to you, right? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Marshmallow. Thank you, Suraj Ganavari. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Hushi61. Thank you, Pawan. Thank you, Divya. Thank you, Ranjan Raj. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you, Raj. Raj, I'm going to respond to you on your link on joining our group. Thank you, Farida. Thank you, Veena. These are the last few people's messages I'm seeing. Yeah, I hope you have. Thank you, SBB. Thank you, Rupesh. And thank you, lastly, everyone who has, if I've missed your name, thank you to all the people who has been part of the show for such a long time, where you are. See, I'm always thankful for people who's coming and watching my show, right? Because you're spending your 1 hour of your own precious thing with me. Make sure you learn from this, right? Make sure you understand what I'm trying to say. And then I want the numbers of viewers to reduce. Once you've understood the meaning towards life, you don't need me or any other motivators or any other people, right? So my objective is to get you self-motivated, 996446, so that you don't need anyone, right? Vijay, that's my number, 009. Make sure you put both the zeros, 00971 5629996. Okay. That's it, guys. Tomorrow, 5:30, same topic again, time management. Get all your questions ready, get all your scenarios, get all your examples ready. And you can, the more you tell me about the situation or scenario, the more I can explain you how you have to manage your time in the best possible way. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you, Rockstar. Thank you, Jephin. And thank you, everyone. Email ID. Why do you want my email ID? Which email ID do I give you? I don't want to give my... okay, Deek Parassini @gmail.com. Deek Parassini, Parassini. Get my spelling right. Remove this. There's no space @gmail.com, right? That's it. That's my email address. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Thank you. It is a pleasure. If you've learned, As I said, make sure you share it. As I said, life is all positive. There's nothing called negativity, and I keep proving it till the rest of my life. Thank you, Aman. Thank you, Divya. It was a pleasure, guys. See you. I'll save this. But if you missed my previous shows, previous section of the show, it's better to watch on YouTube. First, let me sign up for YouTube. YouTube, Facebook tomorrow, 5:30 on time management again. Let's talk more about it. Get your questions ready. If you have your friends, let them know also so that they can also clear a question. Right?